Oyster shed. Nearly 20 years of history, I suppose, here with various things. People's artwork, of course, bad record collection, and empty bottles of many stories. That artwork was given to me by a lady who I did fundraising for. She had breast cancer and we sold the soup for a whole month for her treatment. But it is a functioning workspace, so when we do harvest oysters we have to split them up on this table and size them.
A lot of people coming in, they all have a passion for oysters and we have a passion for selling oysters.
We are now in a situation where we can't do that thanks to the rampant growth and development of the Warkworth area, Warkworth being next to the Maharangi River, which leads to our growing areas in the Maharangi Harbour. It's got a huge history, this harbour. Farms have been here for 50 years. It's called the Jade River for a reason, because it used to have a beautiful jade sheen to the water. It's got a little bit of that today, but not as much as what it used to, and of course as soon as you get any rain or the silt coming down with the sewage, it's brown. Yeah, you know, small sections, houses, retaining walls, all the soil that's been scraped off, water just rushes through. They have to truck their own wastewater off until the new treatment plant's done, which is still 2 to 3 years away.
Councils throwing money at houses and then not having the infrastructure behind it. You know, the roads are there barely, and then they just put a house on top, but there's no sewage systems, there's no... It feels backwards, it feels backwards.
So all towns and cities have engineered overflow points. When your sewage system gets overrun, it can conveniently discharge it without it going down main streets. And this is the one that we have in Warkworth, next to our curtain and blind specialists. Here we go. Here's the culprit. It's a 150mm PVC pipe. Lovely toilet paper and all sorts. There was a small discharge overnight. It's like you watered from your washing machine. It's grey, can be brown sometimes it's white, but it always leaves this brown residue that, you know, sort of looks like iron rusting, that sort of colour, and it's disgusting. Cam, good mate, sorry I missed your call. So you've been doing a graph for me to show the amount of overflows.
Probably the last 3 years we've got really good data.
Right.
Last year you had about, oh my gosh, maybe about 1 million litres of sewage.
1 million litres of sewage?
55,000 litres.
Wow.
That's a rough number of what's been discharged into the Mahurangi and notified to us. That was in 2023.
That was last year, 2023, so that wasn't even last year.
Probably you're getting a spill about 1 to 1.5 per month on average.
Alright, the lovely wharf area, Maharangi River. You're only, 500 metres from where that creek was, where the overflows occur. It's definitely coming down here in quite thick quantities. And it's created a health hazard in the harbour, and we can't sell oysters until that clears up, which is generally a 20-day period. But in the meantime, you can have new spills that add to that time frame. Last year there was at least 90 days that we lost for harvesting oysters just due to the sewage, and that means that we can't function, can't pay rent, can't pay wages, and there is no financial compensation for it. It's a sustainable business being put out of business due to unsustainable growth.
And welcome to Watercare. To report a fault or emergency, please press 1.
Sometimes they'll say that they'll be doing this, that and the other thing, and here we still are with the exact same problem, but it's getting worse. Even though there are some temporary solutions coming that should have been put in place a year or 2 or 3 ago. It's not going to help us survive because we're financially in ruins now.
Living hour to hour, waiting for emails to come back from council or MPI, Watercare saying, oh, no work this week, no work next week. Every time you hear the rain, you think, oh my God, here we go again. You know, it could be 2 mils of rain, could be 10 mils of rain, could be 20 mils of rain, but we still get closed just like that.
Growth shouldn't come at the expense of the environment that it's growing into. It's devastating because I really love what I do in terms of being able to make people happy that enjoy an oyster. I'm sure every oyster farmer would actually have that at the back of their hearts and minds, that is why they do what they do. Eventually the system should catch up, but it's going to be too little too late for a lot of us.